Are you the absent-minded eater? Today's video is going to help you identify if this is a pattern that's sabotaging you creating a healthy, balanced weight. You know, type 1s will fit this category most often, that they're an absent-minded eater. Now, your natural movement feeds into every area of your life. So we're going to talk today about how your natural movement as a type 1 influences your eating tendencies. You have an upward light, spontaneous, more random, upbeat energy. You like to kind of connect, disconnect, bounce from one thing to another. When you're excited in life, you use the adjective, "This is so much fun." Now, how is this same movement as a type 1 relatable to your eating patterns? I'm going to tell you both how it's destructive and it sabotages you when you're not mindful and conscientious of it. Then I've got two great fixes for you so you can stay within your natural movement and make healthy choices so that you can create balanced, healthy weight set points. I'm Carol Tuttle, and I'm the creator of the Carol Tuttle Online Healing Center. And we are about to start on January 17th, my 4-week group-supported healing plan for weight loss. Now, this is going to be super helpful for you type 1s because you need morale, you need support, you need other people to get behind you and go, you can do it. You need cheerleaders. And when you become a Healing Center member, you have the benefit of being a member of the private Facebook group where there are over 1,000 people there to cheer you on in their energy and also in their posts and rallying to your posts if you choose to post. So join me on January 17th. Get signed up now. You're going to get free 2 week. You get 2 weeks free plus your month membership. It's only $69. Go to caroltuttle.com/weight loss. But let's talk about these tendencies you have. Absent-minded eater. 2 places they especially show up is you're snacking and grazing throughout the day and not sitting down to eat. And you're doing it absent-mindedly. And you're just a little here, a little there. You're the grazers of the eating tendency world. And snacking, because it's like disconnect, connect, disconnect, connect all through your day. A little snack here. You're preparing food for maybe your children. Maybe while you're preparing food, you're snacking while you prepare the food. It's just you're absent-mindedly doing it, though. You're not conscientious about your food intake, and you can end up on the wrong side of the wrong macros. You're not getting healthy proteins, you're not getting healthy carbs, you're not getting healthy fats, you're getting too many ingredients in food that are not supportive to you. And suddenly you're like, where'd all this weight come from? The other place you do this is social eating. When you're in a social gathering, even if it's during your own family's mealtime, if you get talking, you like to talk, chit chat, connect socially. Well, if you're doing that while you eat, or maybe the social activity is with the television. You like doing something else with the TV going or listening to something. There's some other stimulus in your world. And, you know, with 2020 being a place where we kind of pulled back from social gatherings, you're doing it in other places. And especially when you do have a social gathering, maybe at your work, at the, where you're gathering for lunch. And you're not being conscientious and mindful of what you're eating, and all of a sudden you've got more food intake than is supportive for you. So the opposite of absent-minded is being mindful of your eating. How do you do that? I'm going to give you 2 really easy to apply how-tos, but first let me read this comment from one of my viewers who posted this back on one of my very popular videos. How to use EFT. EFT is the tapping technique that I teach in the Healing Center. How to use EFT tapping for weight loss. Mary shared, love this script. Absolutely on the money. You are my new best friend. She's probably type 1 because, it's easy for a type 1 to say you're my new best friend. So thank you, Mary. That is true. I have some really fabulous scripts that will get to the deeper emotional issues and the old programming that you carry that supports sabotage eating and really not allowing good healthy eating plans free you up to be successful with them. You've got to get rid of the old psychology, the old emotional energy, and it frees you up to make healthy choices effortlessly. And the weight just like melts off you. It is. I've seen it happen to many, many, many members. So what do? Well, plan a couple snacks through the day, but do it in the morning. Give yourself snacking options. Like, I'm going to have 2 snacks today, and maybe mid-morning or afternoon, but make them planned so that you've got the foods prepared, so that you're allowing yourself to still snack. It's mindful snacking is what you're doing. Otherwise, sit down to eat, because look how many times in the day as a type 1 you eat while you're doing something else. And it might feel a little confining at first to just eat at a table when nothing else stimulating you. You can have a light conversation, but the goal of you training yourself to sit down and socialize with your food, get to know your food, smell it, really taste the flavors in it, be mindful of where it came from, the people that may have grown it. You know, most of my food is not in packages, and I'll think about where the growers, the process this came to me, the love that went into it. You know, I try and choose really high quality foods that are really good for my body, and typically my sources have put a lot of love into their contributing to the food chain. So sit down, plan a couple snacks. They can be fun snacks. Maybe that's where you kind of let down a little bit, and sit down to eat and socialize with your food. Get to know your food. Pay attention, be mindful of your food. And then for the social events, control is the big thing. Like, and you can do this in your own home space too, is I use smaller plates. I don't use full-size dinner plates. It's very rare that I do. I fill a smaller plate and it looks like I have more food, and I won't fill the plate a second time. So if I were at a gathering or an event where I would be eating absentmindedly, or if you are as a type 1, fill that little plate once and there you go. And you've got a nice, full, abundant looking relationship with that food. Let me know what's helping you. Do you relate to being an absent-minded eater? How many times are you sitting down during the day to actually mindfully, consciously eat your food? Are you just grazing while you're on your feet? What did I share today that helped you identify with, I can see where that's not helping me? And then which of those recommendations for correction are you going to employ? And if you've got another one I haven't mentioned here, please share it. You're the fun, loving energy of the world. You're the bright light that we need. It's not helpful to you to weigh yourself down with extra weight. Lighten your body up with your enlightened choices when it comes to food. Join me for the healing plan for weight loss starting January 17th. Go to caroltuttle.com/weight loss and make sure you sign up and get those 2 weeks for free. Thanks for subscribing and sharing this video with someone that would find it supportive. Next week, we're going to talk about type 2. What kind of eater are they? What do you think?